Chapter number 2, and the first topic in the chapter number 2 we have integers. So what is integers? Integers is basically a set of numbers which is shown here. We can see that in the set of integers there is 0 and there is +1, +2, +3 and so on till plus infinity, and we also have -1, -2, -3 till negative infinity. So this set of number is known as integers, or it can be represented by z, and it can be written as like this: 0 +-1 +-2 +-3 and so on till plus and minus infinity. And then in the set of integers we don't have any rational number. Rational number are those number which can be written as in the form of p by q. Any number that can be written in the form of p by q is known as rational number, but rational number are not a part of integers. That means that in the set of integers there is no 1 by 3, or there is no 1 by 2, or there is no 0.3. These are all not present in the set of integers. So it is just 0 and +1 and -1, +2 and -2, +3 -3 and so on. So this set is known as the set of integers, and in the set of integers we have a unique number 0, which is neither a positive number nor a negative number. So 0 is not a positive nor negative. And then the next topic is the number line. The number line is a line on which we can represent any set of numbers. So as we can see here, we have a number line where it starts from 0. 0 is in the middle, and it will go to the right where we have +1, +2, +3 and +4 and so on. And on the left hand side we have -1, -2, -3 and -4. And those values which are on the right of the zeros, which are the positive values, are always greater than the left hand side values, which are the negative values. If we just pick up any two number on the number line, then the right number will be greater than the left one. So we first of all have to discuss this sign. We have the sign of less than. This is known as less than sign. And then we have this sign, which is greater than sign, and we can use these signs as like this. For example, if we pick up 1 and 4, we have 1 and 4. So as we can see, 4 is on the right side of the 1, so 4 is probably greater than 1. So we can say that 1 is less than 4. Or we can pick up 0 and -2. So we have -2 and 0. So we can say that 0 is greater than -2 because 0 is on the right side of the -2. So we can say that -2 is less than 0. Or we can also write it like this: 0 is greater than -2. Or if we pick up any two negative numbers, for example, if we pick -4 and -2, so we have -2 and -4. Which one of these is greater? We just have to think that which of these values are on the right side. So we can see -2 is on the right side of the -4. So -2 is greater than -4. And then we can also represent any value on a number line. For example, if we have 1/5, we can represent 1/5 on this number line. So first of all, we have to change this value in the decimal. So 1 divided by 5 will be 0.2. So we just have to find the 0.2. As we can see, here is 0, here is 1, and here will be 0.2 most likely. So we can say that this point is 0.2, or we can say that it is also 1/5. Or we can take another example. For example, we have 5/2. 5/2 can be 5/2 is equal to 2.5. So we can see that here is 2 and here is 3. So this point will be 2.5. We can say that this point is 2.5, or we can say that it is 5/2. So we can represent any number on a number line, which will be helpful in our exercises. Question number 1 from exercise 2a, we have these values, and from the given numbers list the numbers that are positive integer, negative integers, positive numbers and negative numbers. So we just have to sort out which of these values are positive integer or negative integer or positive numbers or negative numbers. So first we have positive integers, and as we know that in the set of integers there is no fraction, and there is no fraction value, and there is no decimal values. So we can say that 0, this 12, this 10,001 and this 2017, these are all integers. But we have to sort out the positive integers in part 1. So we can see that the positive integer here is this value 10001, which is 10,001, and then we have 4, which is also a positive integer. And then in part 2 we have to list the negative integers. So the negative integer here we can see is -12, and there is -2017. So -2017 is also a negative integer. And then in part 3 we have to find the positive numbers. So in positive numbers there comes 1 over 5 and 4.33 and 4. So when we say positive number, that means the fraction or the decimal values are also included in positive numbers, and they just have to be positive. So we can see that 1 over 5 is a fraction, so it is positive, so it is a positive number. So we have 1 over 5, and then we have this 4.33, which is also a positive number, and then we have 1000, and then we have 10,000 and 1, which is also a positive number, and then we have 4, which is also a positive number. And then in part 3 and then in part 4 we have to list the negative numbers. So the negative number first of all is -3. So negative numbers, so the first negative number is -0.3, and then we have -5 over 7, and -12 is also a negative number, and then we have -1 sided 1 over 2, and then -2017. So these are all the negative numbers. So the difference between a positive integer and a positive number is that the positive integer does not include the decimal values or the fraction values, but positive number can include the decimal values or the fraction values. And the difference between the negative integer and negative numbers is that the negative integers are the negative values which do not include the fraction or the decimal, while the negative numbers include those negative values which can be either a decimal or a fraction or simple a whole number, or simple like this -12.